And another episode of NBA 2K1. In the last episode of Further Away, your chicken ABA Bowl are ready to go. And yep, it's it. So in last episode, we see the Miami Heat defeated Cleveland Cavaliers a top game in Cleveland, winning by 5, and Thunder beat the Grizzlies by 6. And coming up next, heads to Boston for another rivalry matchup in Atlantic rivals. It features the Philadelphia 76ers and the Boston Celtics, who will be the final meeting between those two teams. And for this game, Sixers gonna use the either the way we're gonna use the black shirts, and the Celtics gonna keep the white. So we're gonna use the retro 7 instead of 6, and the Celtics gonna use the white. So that'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin. We'll be right back after this. Enjoy the video. We're heading to TD Garden, Boston for another rival game. And now, enjoy!
Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got NBA basketball for you. I'm Damon Bruce. A Sunday broadcast of the NBA. It's Elton Brand and the Philadelphia 76ers going up against Kevin Garnett and the Boston Celtics. And now time for the call by Kevin Harlan as we get ready for the opening tip out in Boston.
We're holding court at the home of the Celtics here in beautiful Boston, Massachusetts. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports, Sunday night hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Iggy and Brand are the forwards. Hawes rounds up the front court. Holiday and Meeks in the backcourt. And for the Celtics, Rondo and Allen make up the backcourt. Pearson, KG at the 3 and the 4. And it's O'Neal in at the 5, roaming the paint.
I really like what the 76ers have done talent-wise the last few years. They've assembled some really young, gifted players in Drew Holiday and Evan Turner. And those guys have complemented the veterans, and that's why the 76ers have improved.
Now here is Brand. Outside Holiday. A step back shot here. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Steve, that backcourt you just talked about, they could be special if they mature. I know Doug Collins has said often, Clark, that he thinks that is the core of the future of the team.
I agree with you there. I mean, you take a look at how athletic they are, Turner and certainly Drew Holiday. Still, they need probably one more superstar to be added to get them back to the next level of contention.
So what, there's not much you can't do out there, guys.
Here's Holiday. Passes it to Meeks. It's a win. Connects the jumper drops. On defense, the 76ers. And Doris Burke spoke with Doug Collins. Doris?
Kevin, he basically said we need to work extra hard on the glass tonight, especially at our own end. He told me that he simply does not want them to put themselves at a disadvantage simply because they're not able to prevent offensive rebounds. Back to you guys.
Much appreciated, Doris. Thank you. So, Mark, what does that mean if your man is doing a better job filling the paint?
Kevin, that basically means you're being out-positioned and out-physical and out-hustled, period.
Here's Holiday.
Well, looking back now to the 1998 draft, I'm sure there are some teams that picked ahead of Boston in that 10th spot that would like to do that one over and maybe take Paul Pierce because he slid down that draft a little further than people expected. He's become an absolute superstar for the Boston Celtics.
Allen inside. Takes a 3. And Rondo with the basket on the assist by Allen. Rondo's got himself on the board with 3 there. Thinking back to Paul Pierce's draft out of Kansas, even at that time, some surprise to see him in the rotation.
It really was. I can remember thinking about Paul Pierce and Wow, I thought he was the one guy in that draft who really had a ready-made NBA position in game. And to see him slide, that's why the draft is more art than science. But at the end of the day, you know what? It's all about what happens when you get to the NBA. He's proven to be a lot of fun.
And historically, one of the great Celtic scorers of all time.
Without question.
Now here's Graham. That's good. It's all knotted up.
I think we could see them put up some big numbers if they keep shooting like this. I mean, 4 or 5 early, and they look focused and locked in.
Here's Allen. Jacks up a three. And again, Paul Pierce for three. Pierce has got 6 points.
I tell you what, he'll be quite contented to sit out there beyond the arc and knock down shot after shot if they're going to play defense like that. Tighten it up out there.
Out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Christitch's checked in for Jermaine O'Neal. Philadelphia also making some changes. Tony Batiste checked in for Hawes. And it's Turner in for Jody Meeks. Here's Allen. 5 points in the game. There's the dish to Rondo. Garnett against Brand. Gets it to go.
The defense just couldn't get a hand in his face. They challenged the shot.
Yeah, made his height advantage count that time.
Well, we all know Rajon Rondo is among the fastest players in the NBA, but he's really the only Celtic who wants to get out and run. This is more of a half-court team. In fact, Boston finished in the bottom 10 in the league in fast break points.
And Steve, you're talking like the Celtics and their slower pace, bottom 10 in fast break points. I guess that's often the case for more veteran teams. They don't want to get into a track meet.
Yeah, I think they got to be more efficient in terms of how they massage offensive possessions. I mean, you look at Rondo, who is an absolute burner, but the rest of the starting unit probably better suited to a half-court game. It'll be interesting to see how the Celtics go forward because Rondo moving into his prime and obviously more effective in an up-and-down game where the Celtics acquiesce to who he is and what his best type of game is as they go forward. What a marvelous job they've done of sharing the basketball. A ton of assists.
Well, they know where each other is all the time. They're moving the ball, just finding the open guy. Nobody seems to care who scores.
Iguodala with the steal.
Anticipating that pass so well. Beautifully done.
But a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half? Already.
Yeah, good one here, guys. This is going to be fun to watch. 2 evenly matched teams. Both teams playing hard.
Hooked away. Allen kicks to Rondo. From 20 feet out. That's good from Allen. And that's just by Rondo. Rondo's got the assist tonight.
This has all been about him this quarter. I mean, their lead is safe if he keeps up this kind of play.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
And the Sixers getting to the playoffs a year ago was such an accomplishment. They did a nice job in their division, going 9-7 against Atlantic Division foes.
Boston making some changes. Jermaine O'Neal checked in for Christitch. Comes in for Paul Pierce. And it's Avery Bradley in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Turner. And Allen picks him up defensively. Turner passes to Williams. And there's the pass to Turner. Back to Williams. A three. That is good. Williams has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. In that division, Philly, you just talked about that, Steve. It was a tough division, one of the toughest in the NBA.
Yeah, no question about it, Kevin. I mean, you look at New York, became a much better team. Boston was still Boston. So to get 9 wins against that Atlantic division was a nice time for the Sixers.
It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
Steve, so close.
Well, such a seesaw affair back and forth. I mean, this has been an unbelievable game to watch.
Allen inside. Turner covering. Green. And it's Preston with another.
Finding the open man every trip down the floor.
Certainly seems like he's doing that, Steve. I mean, it's been a great passing day for him.
Here's Williams. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
It has been all offense here early.
It sure has been. I mean, both teams clicking, and it's an entertaining game as well, guys.
The first quarter all wrapped up and it's an exciting game so far. Celtics lead by 1.
Boy, a ton of threes in that first quarter. This team really lighting it up, guys.
Yeah, it's been an onslaught from downtown.
And we'll return momentarily. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. The Celtics with the lead.
You know, when you watch the Celtics play the Sixers now, some of the younger fans might not realize just how heated this rivalry was in decades past. I mean, going back to the early 80s and even before that, these two teams have met the most in the playoffs of any two teams, with 18 different series, and the Celtics coming out on top in 11 of them.
Good stuff.
Yep.
Pierce out there with Green. Then there's Jermaine O'Neal. Then there's Avery Bradley. And it's Rondo in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Kevin, Ray Allen dismisses the notion that he was a born shooter. Quote, that really ticks me off. Don't undermine the work I put in every day. Not some days, every day. Ask anyone who's been on a team with me who shoots the most. The answer is me. I have chosen to zone in and focus on this. I'm of sound mind and body, 2 arms and legs like millions of other people. But the ones who want it badly enough set themselves apart. Pretty special, guys.
One of the hardest working players in the league.
This is an interesting matchup. Neither team has been able to get an edge.
Tell you what, it's been enjoyable to watch this one. I mean, they haven't given an inch to each other, and neither side is backing down in this one.
When you think about the Celtics-Sixers rivalry, Bill Russell against Wilt Chamberlain in the Sixers, Larry Bird against Dr. J in the 80s. And who knows where it's going to go now in this decade and beyond, but it's always going to remain a very interesting combination of these two franchises. Steve, I know you have great appreciation for what these two teams mean in the history of the NBA.
Yeah, there's just such a great rivalry there going way back. Kevin, you mentioned Russell versus Chamberlain. That's such an iconic image to see a picture of those two guys going hand in hand. And then, of course, Bird and Dr. J, and Moses Malone in that era. Two great franchises. Boston, obviously. The dominant one in that rivalry, but with Philadelphia improving last season, I think we're going to see more of a strong rivalry between the Sixers and the Celtics this year.
Shot clock at 6. Pierce kicks to Rondo. And here we go with Andre Iguodala. He's got 6. Meeks outside. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Gotta love the inside-out game there, guys.
Here's Rondo. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Coming back with a 3 of their own. I like that. Good response.
Yeah, I agree with you. See, this is a team that will not back down. I mean, I'm not surprised to see them answer that way. Things didn't really start very smoothly for Doug Collins in Philly. It was a bumpy road. I mean, he had concussion-related symptoms after taking the fall last season. I tell you what, his skills are outstanding. You can fly.
He just proved it, too.
And not only that, he's got the dexterity and composure to go along with those hops.
And then Iguodala with the dunk. While we've got a sec, let's check out the Sprite Slam Cam.
Come on now. I didn't. You see, can you believe that finish? Boy, a little bit of flair and flavor at the end of it.
Oh, that'll be a fan favorite, all right.
That was not your average typical dunk.
Rondo's shot is good.
Well, they've got to do something defensively because he's been unstoppable.
And defensively, Steve, your only choice now is to double him. I mean, I don't think there's another option.
And the 76ers call time here.
Well, you know, the cream of the crop in the Atlantic, the Boston Celtics, I mean, they've ruled the division for the last 4 seasons, ever since the trade for Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for the Celtics. Allen comes in for Avery Bradley. Rondo against Williams. Guarded by O'Neal. Leans. And Williams with the nice bucket inside. Williams has got 13. Well, the Celtics 13-3 last season in games against their division mates in the Atlantic. It's a good division, Steve, and the Celtics were right there. Terrific, terrific mark.
Well, the division was improved, Kevin, with the play of New York and Philadelphia, particularly in the latter part of the season. But they really dominated a year ago, like you said, 13-3. I think they will be hard-pressed to match that record this coming season against the Atlanta. Ray Allen is such a talented player. Had those early years in Seattle where he was brilliant. But in Boston, he really found a role on a great team.
Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck, how about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Hey guys, well, one of the identifying characteristics of the Celtics, one of their calling cards, has been their tough defense over the years. Former coach Phil Jackson had high praise for them, saying they're going to smother, they're going to contest, and they're going to bother guys. He added that these things they'll have to account for and plan for when facing the Celtics. Guys, not easy to do.
Good job, Doris. Boston always near the top of the league in defense.
And, Kevin, I think Kevin Garnett has the most to do with that. He's the anchor down there on the block. And as a team, they've put together one of the best defensive units in the NBA the last few years surrounding Kevin Garnett.
You know, when you talk about the Celtics defining Allen's role a bit more, that's what good teams do, isn't it? Clearly define roles for players, even veteran ones like Ray Allen.
Kevin, you're exactly right. And, you know, Ray became a much more consistent defender for the Celtics. I mean, you see that, and as you define roles, you can rein players in, and in some aspects, you can push them to do more in other areas. I think we saw it with Doc Rivers and Paul Pierce. From an offensive standpoint, encouraging him to be more of a playmaker and facilitator than just a bucket producer.
And it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
I'll tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Tipped. And it's the Celtics with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Pierce for 3. Count the bucket. Pierce has got 18 points.
He has looked very comfortable from three-point land today.
Well, the bulk of his points, that's where they've come from.
To halt the run. That's good from Williams. The assist by Meeks. It's the Celtics. They lead by 5.
Your Celtics, 56. The 76ers,
No better way to unwind on a Sunday night. We've got your HP halftime report. Boston leading against Philadelphia. Great vision and trust offensively. Their passing has been key. Ray Allen's been tremendous in the first half. He's racked up 20 points and has kept everyone else involved, piling up the assists. And for Philadelphia, they've really been battling. They've been pounding the ball inside, scoring a ton of points in the paint. Lewis Williams really playing effortlessly. How's that for a shooting percentage? 100. Yes, 100% from the court. Not too bad. We've got a pair of guys here who've been huge factors so far tonight. And now let's get the second half rolling. Here's Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Celtics leading by 5.
And what a job Doug Collins did with Philadelphia last year, taking the Sixers team to the playoffs. And they did a nice job of playing their Eastern Conference foes well.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doug Collins. Iggy and Brand are the forwards. Hars rounds up the front court. Holiday and Meeks in the backcourt. That Philly side, once again, still lost more than they won against the East, but nonetheless, a big improvement for a first-year coach.
First-year coach and a really young, developing team, Kevin, so you want to see incremental progress. And given the year before when they went 14-38 against their conference counterparts, that was a huge leap forward to get them back close to 500.
Open look. Again, Philadelphia.
You know, if their plan was to keep going inside a ton, it sure has paid off. I mean, it seems like every bucket they get is in the lane.
Well, no reason to take an outside shot if you're scoring at will from inside the paint.
Here's Rondo. Foley knocks it loose. The 76ers trail by 4.
It really looks like a nice fit between Sixers head coach Doug Collins and Elton Brand. That's been a big key for the turnaround with this young Sixers team in my mind.
You know, Doug Collins and Elton Brand, both very experienced. Steve, they've both also dealt with some tough injuries in their respective careers.
And I think that's why Doug Collins really sympathized with what Elton was going through and probably helped him through the adversity. And Brand came back, had an excellent season a year ago. Doug Collins, a major reason for that.
Garnett is tagged with the reach. Celtics. Foul number 2 for him. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Spencer Hawkins. Pierce with the steal.
Well, you got to love that kind of anticipatory defense.
Stolen away as they knock away the alley-oop attempt. Diggs outside. Count that one. 12 points for him.
Defense wasn't able to get back fast enough to contest.
Well, they were caught flat-footed after committing the turnover that time, guys.
Now here's Allen. He's got 24. Takes the lead pass and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
I love Kevin Garnett. He's kind of an old-school player. He doesn't hug players before or after the game. Like a lot of people think he's sort of disrespectful, but he just wants to win. He is a nasty competitor.
You talked about Kevin Garnett, and Clark, you just talked about his demeanor on the floor. One thing's for certain, and KG's between those lines. The last thing he's thinking about is making friends.
Yeah, he's got plenty of bark and bites to him, and some people are a little put off by it, but he's been that way pretty much his whole career. I don't see it changing. It served him too well.
Allen up top. Pierce for 3, and that one's good. Pierce has got 21.
They didn't leave him alone out there, but you got to rubber band his hands. You got the crowd and smother him on the ground. Otherwise, he'll make you pay.
And the Celtics, of course, with so much history, so many of the former players are around Boston, go to the games, and I think they're very proud of the way this current Celtic team plays. Very unselfish.
Here's Holiday. Rebound Boston. Speaking of the Celtics ball movement, they were tied for 4th in assists last season with 23 games.
They really share the sugar. I mean, Rondo is the catalyst and the initiator of that because he's a pure point guard. I mean, he can dominate games without scoring the ball because he does such a good job setting to people up. And the big three, Garnett, Pierce, Allen, all tremendous basketball savvy and understanding. They know how to play the game, and they know that the best shot is the result of ball movement.
And they know at this stage of their careers, all deep in their 30s, unselfishness will be the one thing that will lead to success, right?
Well said. You're exactly right about that. They can't do it on their own anymore. They got to rely on each other.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Green comes in for Kevin Garnett. And it's Avery Bradley in for Rajon Rondo.
You know, Thaddeus Young coming off the bench for the Sixers last year, I thought he was terrific. He has all the tools to be a great sixth man for them because he can impact the game in limited playing time.
Young being the sixth man, Steve, helps that he can play both forward positions.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. The versatility that Young shows is really impressive. He's so quick. He can make shots from the perimeter, but he's also good inside. Got a nice touch, nice feel for the game, so he can play either the 3 or the 4. That's right.
It's stolen by Allen. Got a piece of it. Iguodala against Pierce. Bradley dishes to Pierce. Over Gray. There's Pierce. That's good on the assist by Bradley. 23 points for Paul Pierce.
That's been nice, efficient work, guys, that he's been doing. I mean, we haven't seen him take many bad shots, and that's the sign of a mature, poised player.
Here's Allen. He's got 24. And it's Iguodala picking him up. Allen against Iguodala. That's good from Paul Pierce on the assist by Allen. Allen's got assist number 8 now in the night. Shot's good from Young. Young's got 5 points so far. Celtics leading by 5. Hawes gets the whistle for block. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Nice job attacking the lane and forcing that defender into the blocking foul.
A little bit of a deer in the headlights look by that defender as the driver picked up steam going to the hoop.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Jody Meeks comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Turner in for Spencer Hawkins.
Another open look hits bottom from outside.
Yeah, and that's 3 of the last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
Backing down his Brand. He passes to Meeks. Shot from the wing. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Boy, he set him up nicely with that pass.
Boy, I love the ball movement, guys. That's 3 of their last 5 shots coming off of assists.
Here's Allen, and he sails in for the lead. Allen's got 9 points in the quarter.
I think their only hope now, Clark, is to slow him down with a double team.
Well, they got to stop the bleeding, put the tourniquet on, and he's been tough to play straight up.
Here's Bradley. 8-point game.
He was doing a big part of his team building this lead. Another solid offensive effort.
Here's Turner in low to Brand. And he jams it after taking the... Nice feed on the run.
Only question there was who was going to finish it. Easy, fast break.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they made the right call there, Steve. Even with the D working, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Ray Allen really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, the points have really come in bunches for him so far, and not really a surprise because you know exactly what he can do.
Well, he's been in the groove all game long, Steve, and not too many hiccups in regards to his shooting, but we also have come to expect this from him, so we're not surprised by it.
And we'll see you in just a moment. Check in with Doris Burke for our Sprite Spark of the game. Doris?
Kevin, for that great stretch the Celtics put together, they get the Sprite Spark Award. The second quarter is when the game opened up, and they have been able to hold on to that lead ever since. Coach has got to be pleased with the consistent effort they've put in thus far.
All right, Doris, thank you. That one has made a difference, guys. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's what got them off and going.
Now, they were really able to seize the moment. Momentum at that point, and they just rode it.
The 76ers trail by 10. Kevin Garnett and Jermaine O'Neal at the 4 and 5. Avery Bradley is out there with Rajon Rondo. And it's Pavlovich in at the small forward. Who's in the game for the Celtics. Shots good by Turner.
You know, they're just getting hammered inside and really need to find a way to be tougher down there. They got to be physical. They got to man up over there.
I agree. I mean, you look at the points they're giving up, most of them seem to be coming inside the paint.
It's stolen by Rondo. From 17 feet up. And it's busted over.
Both of these teams have really stepped it up offensively.
You know what, Steve? They haven't missed a chance, and I think both teams really know what's at stake on every possession here.
Wasted no time on that one. 10 points for Drew Holiday.
Well, no defense there. I mean, he just takes the ball right to the rim.
Here's Rondo, and again it's Preston converted.
They are just lighting him up from mid-range area.
You know, sometimes we forget about the value of the mid-range or in-between game. This team has made 8 of their last 10 with that shot, the in-between shot.
He's just filling the stat sheet. I mean, what hasn't he done out there today?
Well, Steve, you know what we call a guy who fills the stat sheet, don't you? He is a stat sheet stuffer supreme.
Stripped away. Guarded by Holiday. It's tipped. Young with the steal. Goes up.
That should be illegal, Kevin.
Oh, that was something else. Let's see that again on the... Right slam can.
No problem finishing there.
You know, those are painful to give up, Steve.
Celtics leading by 6. Fader underway. And Bryant gets it to go on the assist by Rondo. Rondo's got his 8th assist in the game. Timeout called the 76ers.
I really like the fact, guys, that Philly was able to battle their way back into the playoffs last season. And this ended up running into a very focused and supremely talented Miami Heat team.
Paul Pierce is checked in for the Celtics. Allen comes in for Avery Bradley. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Spates checked in for Brand. Nocione comes in for Thaddeus Young. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Evan Turner. And it's Jody Meeks in for Joe Holiday. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doug Collins' huddle. They're giving it a lot of points from long distance, and he implored his players to put a stop to it, telling them, we have to be much tighter on them on the perimeter. No more easy threes, period.
Back in that playoff series we're talking about, Clark, Philly gave it their best, but Miami just had too much power for them. They did win a game in Philadelphia on that Sunday afternoon. I think it was Easter Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Nice win for Doug Collins and those Sixers. But, Steve, this is just the beginning, I think, for the 76ers.
I thought it was a great win for Philadelphia. Just winning that one game kind of validated what they accomplished during the regular season, and it sets the stage for what comes next.
Rondo hits the three-pointer to fall. Rondo's got 20 points.
Another three, and we've just seen a barrage from long range here in the second half.
Well, they have come out blazing, and defensively, it's hard to deny that shot. I mean, that's a lot of ground to cover when a team spreads you out like they do.
And Pierce backs in.
Now, that's a special order right there.
Not everybody can jump off an ankle like that.
Very difficult maneuver, but a tremendous one if you can pull it off.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're trailing by 6. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the 76ers with some changes. Elton Brand's checked in for Spates. And it's Holiday in for Andres Nocione. Here's Holiday, and Allen picks him up defensively. Holiday working against Pierce. Offside Williams. Easy shot. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Williams has got 22.
No question about it, guys. He's been one of their best performers today.
Here's Allen, and it's Preston with another.
He's been so valuable for this team that plays like that.
Williams with the ball. Back to Iguodala. In for the dunk.
School, old-fashioned, one-hand power jam.
Just like you, Clark. Tried and true.
That's all he needed to do. Just taking care of business out there.
Here's Allen, and he says, with a shot of his own.
Let's call him a speed merchant. I mean, he was a blur going in for that throw.
Here's Williams. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. There's the double team with Allen. Outside, Meeks. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got 6 assists in the game. Holiday against Allen. Holiday gets the reaching call. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Allen. Here's up top. And another basket for Boston.
I love the way he sets for good shots all game long.
The 76ers trail by 5. Here's Holiday. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
He's just so clutch. Here's a guy you want on your side with the game on the line, Kevin.
Less than 1 minute left. Allen for the 3. It's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Allen's got 38 points. But no room for error.
You gotta be perfect from here on out. You're exactly right.
Goes up on the top of the key. It falls. And now they trail by just 4. Rondo is doubled. Fade away. And again it's Boston for Birdie.
That's old school right there. I like it. The fadeaway. Time running low. Hooter. They need a hoop.
Yeah, score quickly and then foul right away.
Here's Boston now. They've led by as much as 10. And an intentional foul right there. Sinks the first one and then puts them up by 5. 2 for 2, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those free throws there. He drained them all to raise the lead.
And the 76ers call time here. They trail by 6. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Holiday. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. There's 25 seconds left in the game.
Nice off. This one's pretty much in the books, guys.
Yeah, I agree. You know what? It was a very good showing from them to come away with the win. I was very impressed.
Here's Boston now. 6-point game. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I know you have to foul, but you don't want to hit a good foul shooter like that.
Yeah, you'd much rather have somebody else get to the line than this guy. He's an excellent free throw shooter.
Hits them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. Here's Iguodala. Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, unless something dramatic and drastic occurs.
Yeah, something crazy would have to happen. I think you can pretty much put a bow on this one.
And so they foul intentionally. Gets the first. That makes it a 7-point lead. Perfect from the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. Here's Iguodala. Baseline jumper, and it's Brand that time, and the assist by Iguodala.
That pass was right on the money. Set the play up perfectly. That's such a tough catch when the ball is coming from that far away. As soon as they forced that turnover, they really attacked the rim. I like that.
Yeah, I agree with you. I thought that was the highlight of the sequence.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. Clark, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome, but maybe not so much with the margin.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Ray Allen.
So that'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin as the very 1 hour since they was always watch the game and always eating. Next game for the Milwaukee matchup goes to Staples Center in LA. We got Carmelo Anthony and the New York Knicks take on Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers. The two of the most interconference matchup is about to go down here today. And now does for now, this is Andre Kenshin. The Celtics beat the Sixers, winning by 4, 111 to 107. I'm Andre Kenshin. Say so for TD Garden. We'll be see you later for the second matchup, Knicks and the Lakers. Sign up and peace out. Goodbye.